Hey gang, I have not done one of these talks in a very long time. So I'm actually feeling a little nervous, like not being at a theme park, just sitting on my couch in Sarasota talking to you guys. But as you can see, the topic is very, very important. So if you want to know more about it, come along.
It's based off our name.
Yeah, I feel like the title of this video gives away the whole video, so we're gonna try to keep this as short and sweet, just like me, as we can. We are moving to Orlando for the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. All of this has happened super fast. Backstory, in case you guys don't know, Travis moved from Orlando to Sarasota, where I live, during the pandemic, or right before the pandemic, after my last dog Jasper passed away, to be here with me. And Sarasota is about 2 hours from Disney. So making all these videos, I have been going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I have lived in Orlando once before. After high school, I moved and worked at Hollywood Studios. It was called MGM then. And I worked at the Great Movie Ride for a year. So I have not been back since that moment, other than on the weekends, vacations, things like that. There has been a couple things that have happened that have made it clear that I need to move there. One, I have been doing this YouTube channel since 2014, and it just basically has become one of my absolute favorite things to do. Something that I feel like I'm called to do, to the point that I would uproot my whole life right now after, frankly, being pretty happy here, to kind of go for it just a little bit harder. I went and talked to my parents about it even, and we weighed the pros and the cons, and like the worst thing that can happen is that I can move back, or I'll end up regretting not even trying to like go after this fantasy of living there, being able to like film my life and film the parks, because that really is my favorite thing to do. And that day that I went to my parents' house, when we talked about it, they prayed about it for me. They actually handed me a really old school folder. My mom had randomly found it that day. She swears it was completely coincidental or on purpose that she was meant to find this folder. She gave it to me. And it was a folder from when I was little, in middle school. I even have I was class principal or class president. This is like my speech from 8th grade that fell out there. But journal entries, and I turned one page that day that we talked about if I should move to Orlando or not. And it said, journal entry, promise hope, 8th grade, September 6, 2001. My dream job would be working at Disney World. Ever since I was a little girl, I dreamed of being the role of Belle of Beauty and the Beast. It would be surreal to work there. It would be like working in a dream every day. Everything at Disney is a fantasy, and I would love to work there every single day. They gave me this after I went over to talk to them about whether I should move to Orlando or not. And I think I've known since 2001 where I was supposed to be, just scared to be there. But with everything that's gone on this year, craziness, sad things, happy things, I feel like it is time. Some of you guys know that I do hair. I'm a professional hairstylist. I have been for over a decade. And so I am gonna move there and still do hair to pay the bills for a little bit, but I am going there to pursue my dream of filming the parks. It's been my favorite thing since I can remember, and I just haven't fully gone at it full time. So I am doing it now, and I'm so happy that you guys are here to see this thing happen, because it's gonna be very, very cool, because I know I won't be able to do hair full time and vlog full time. I am gonna start a Patreon. If you guys wanna be a part of that at all, we're gonna do fun little pool parties on there. The link is in the description for that. Please don't feel obligated. It's just something that I have decided to start with us making such a big leap of faith into vlogging full time. There's been a lot of talk of so you know that I'm not moving there alone, right? Like, I'm gonna have 2 roommates. Of course, these are my 2 roommates.
Yeah, you don't pay no rent though, so.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't pay no rent. So he said, go to mom's Patreon. No, Travis and Dasher are of course coming. And Travis is literally from Orlando. Like I said before, he moved to Sarasota to be with us, to be here.
Me being from Orlando, I'm excited to be back there and, you know, just going to the theme parks again, hanging with friends. Excited to see, you know, like living in Sarasota, you can kind of like, it's not like living in Orlando though, where you can just pop into a theme park for an hour or 2. Like when we go from Sarasota, it's pretty much not an all day thing, but a lot longer than it would be if, you know, we were living here. You know what I mean? Obviously my parents still live there, so we can stay with them. So you kind of get that feel when we come up for the weekend, but it's that 2-hour drive. It's, you know, you never know, especially with I-4, 75, how bad the traffic's gonna be. Like, I went to HHN the other night. Our drive's only supposed to be, you know, 145, 2 hours with light traffic. It ended up taking me 3.5 hours to get there. So that's kind of a little bit stressful. So it's gonna be a lot better not having to worry about that drive. And then, because my photography, I haven't really been doing a whole lot of photography with the parks since I've been living here, because I don't know, it's just not as easy when you can't just, like I said, pop into the park whenever you want to. So yeah, I'm excited for it. And
both like kind of lived there at separate times. Yeah. Even just for me, that was like a little over a year, but this guy, he's never lived there.
He's got a bunch of Frenchy cousins there too.
Yeah, he has got to go there once. We stayed at Art of Animation because they are a pet-friendly resort. But coming up right after the 50th anniversary, right after we move there, he is gonna get to go there again because of our annual Fort Wilderness trip that's happening.
Excited about
he
that.
Even has his cute little Halloween bow tie. We've got more costumes to come because his actual birthday is gonna happen while we're there as well. So this year, our camping videos are for sure gonna be lit. But we were just way too excited to make all these new channel updates, life updates. We are so excited to see what's gonna happen, and we're just so happy that you guys are here to be a part of it, because we know it's gonna be really, really special. Like, it can only be special. It feels like what we're meant to do. But for now, here from Sarasota, just for a little while longer.
Peace, love, positivity.
And all the good things. Bye.
So bye, Dasher. Bye.
See y'all at the 50th.